Hello. Quarentary. Episode 6. I think. Hachiman ADC. I'm gonna give you guys full disclosure. I did try to record an episode earlier. I was playing, what was I playing? Osiris solo. And it wasn't a good performance by me. I was a bit of an arsehole, I think, and so I've removed it from the pool. I ended the recording a bit through the game. It was a really tilting. Why do I have an Anubis support? I didn't know I had an Anubis support, man. All right, well, this is the Anubis support episode, everybody. Welcome. Let's go drop a ward up by the tower if we can. Oh, I've been found. Why is this happening? Horrific down. Like, hello everybody, welcome to this episode. Let's go farm the lane. Okay, we don't clear, right? Hang on, we poke them. What's wrong with these idiots? No way. He's... What has just happened? I want to look at the camera. Again, this is one of those where I'm like, I wish I had a cam on. What is going on? What is going on?
Enemy missing.
Oh, yes, Hog. It's unfortunate for me. Yeah, he needs to get out. I mean, it was called. There's no way. I knew we were getting ganked there. It's unfortunate.
You didn't even have to lift a finger.
Yeah, hello. Why can we not have like a relaxing, chilled out start where I get to just talk about how my day went? How was my day? I streamed SPL and SCC. I played SCC. I still can't talk about SCC though. I'm really like I kind of went off on one about SCC earlier. I don't know if you guys were at the end of the SPL stream, but I was pretty irritated about what's going on with the way SCC is streamed. In my opinion, it's very unfair to everybody involved in the league. These guys suck, by the way. Like, what am I supposed to... He has no jump. Okay, he has jump. He's dead, though. Got a pull? Unfortunate. I want to push the lane. But yeah, I really hate the way SCC is streamed. It has genuinely annoyed me. It annoyed me before I was involved in it as well, but now I have a personal stake, I suppose, so now I'm going to shout about it, because I'm that kind of guy. Maybe I should have shouted about it before, but to be honest, I'm like a little bit worried about my own reputation with high-res. I don't want to be the guy who shouts and screams about things being bad and who's always complaining and who's being, you know, an arsehole. I just don't want to be the annoying guy, you know? Because I like the guys at high res generally. Like Kabam is a...
That sucks.
Oh, ammo's coming. Kabam is someone who's involved with the Smite, you know, Pro League and Amateur League. He's an admin. And you've got guys like Vinny and Cooper who I get along with really well, I think. So that's one of the reasons maybe you guys might see me complaining about Smite things, but I don't necessarily put individuals on blast, or I don't complain about individuals, because I genuinely really like the people involved in the Smite Pro League. And the people who I have to interact with anyway are genuinely nice guys, in my opinion. So I don't doubt that they're trying their best to make things work, but the way that the SCC is handled at the moment and the way that things are going makes me unhappy. So, you know, I gotta complain. I complained about it in privately today. I'm trying to. I don't think I should complain publicly, you know. I think me complaining privately is fine. I think we'll see how it goes. I think things will probably get adjusted because of what I've complained about. We'll see how it goes. Not a lot to say about it, other than the fact that I got a little bit upset about it on stream today. Probably shouldn't have gotten that publicly upset. I had one of those days, I guess. I don't know. But hopefully our SCC game gets streamed tonight, and we'll see what the result. I think by the time the YouTube video comes out, and I can probably safely say that we beat the Snake Pit 2-1. Played Fafnir in both the games we won, I believe. So hopefully I had a good game, a good performance. What is going on?
An ally has been slain.
Again, they have horrific us and killed us. They're very much duo campers, aren't they? It's a very strange game. Mr. Wicked and the Cooper are having a good time. I think my support player should just go on an adventure and maybe hope that I can kill this Anher on my own, because I think I probably can. I'm gonna stick this wave up by my tower and see how it goes. When you have a big creep versus a small creep, it's a very nice technique to employ, you know what I mean? They're gonna stay here, I guess. Emma's gonna back. And the Anher's gonna back off now that the Emma's not here. Classic, really.
Sayonara. Sayonara.
These guys should get up. Just leave Drew alone.
Enemy missing middle. Nice job.
I'm dead.
On the training grounds.
Kind of annoying. Maybe this is gonna die. I think he lives actually. He has Guardian, so there's an Amma here. She missed the first hit. Yeah.
Enemy ultimate incoming.
We'll ask them to be elsewhere, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but yeah, it's rough having so many people over this side of the map. I think I'm probably a better ADC player than this Anher, but hard to tell. I am ahead, so like it should be an okay matchup for sure. We can just chill out our tower. What else is going on? I've heard that Worlds this year is going to be at Cobb, so that's an exciting development in my opinion. I'm really excited for that. I would love to go back to Cobb. I don't know if you guys have. Oh, I'm being ganked and killed. Why am I getting camped so hard, man?
Your right tower is under attack. Enemy ultimate down. Your left tower.
Unfortunate. I should have placed my wards before whatever just happened. That's... They killed our hero there. There's my tier 1 on the left, I think. But yeah, that's a thing. Worlds not until January. That's a long way away, but I'm excited. I'm excited for Worlds to be a COP again, if it will be. I hope it will be. I know we're obviously in a rough spot with all the COVID stuff going on, but I would love Worlds to be at COP again. It's like an incredible event. I don't know how many of you guys have actually been before, but it's banging. Someone asked me to talk about food, and what was the other thing? They asked me to talk about food and something else in this episode. Wasn't someone in the comments? It was Hawk, who watches these episodes himself. So if you guys have any topics you want me to talk about, feel free to, you know, put them in the comments down below. I read them all, obviously. There's not a lot, but obviously I read them all, and I don't mind answering questions specifically for any of you guys who have decided to watch every week. I appreciate you guys turning up and enjoying it. This is really for you guys, not for me, right? So let me know if there's anything you guys would like me to talk about, and I can definitely switch it up and try my best. Today I didn't go for a run. I know I like to talk about whether or not I went for a run every day. I feel like that's a staple of the commentary. I don't really know what else there is to talk about than the fact that I didn't go for a run. I didn't work out either. I haven't really done much exercise at all today. We have an Anubis support this game, so maybe at some point we'll farm this one out. But I'm kind of scared right now.
A monument to my opulence.
They got red. I don't know. They have pressure. Not a lot I can do about that. Kind of gotta let it go. Maybe I could have gone on the Anher there. But I realize I may think he's a bad player, basically, which, I don't know. This Cooper guy seems fine. He's got Trans, Ninja Tabby's a stronger spot than me at the moment. I've got to farm up my Devos before I can actually trade effectively, so, again, I know if they're on gold, they could be. I don't know if there's anything I can do about it if they are. Maybe they're on it, maybe they're not. We'll see. Why will it? Seems like they're not. That's good. We can maybe get the Alpha Harpy here. This Alpha Harpy, why is it so tanky? It's so tough to clear. Oh, we killed the Neja. That means that I'm basically alone against this guy, guaranteed. Maybe I can win the trade. So he tries to trade me while no one else is around. I'm interested. Nope, he backs off. Shocker. Guy playing Anher, playing scared. Weird. That's kind of BM. There's there's a lot of reasons for him to play scared, to be fair, other than it being a 1v1. Just me being a little bit salty about my earlier deaths, I think. But yeah, the stream today was nice. I was on the Buckfast, which is very alcoholic. I don't know. I feel a bit off up to this point. I don't know. Oh, those beads.
Yes. Victory is near.
I don't know if I have the beads there. I got one there. Why is there a Neja owing me? He's dead. Good job, Foxy. I'm on tilt. On F6. It's been pretty well played by the top. I don't know if there's much else he could have done. The Arthur did fine there as well. This game feels very over though. One of those. It's got an Aegis online. I should have backed a lot earlier, I think.
Your middle tower
Should I
is
go?
under attack.
Let's go Rage. Maybe Rage is fine here.
Tower has been
I
destroyed.
don't think anybody's building pro that shouldn't be particularly tanky, you know?
Enemy tower.
We'll see. Maybe I can get some Rage stacks and maybe we can win this game. Are they on gold? I don't think building Xe is particularly good here when we have no front line, you know?
We need war.
Get my one gone. Go farming left. Can we defend the gold fury here? Not sure we can, but we can try our best. This is around.
Enemy missing right.
This is good news. I don't want to get sashed.
It's okay. They can't be as good as you.
What am I supposed to do, man? I got a Olympus support. How do I defend the fire, John? How do I defend the gold fury? Not sure I can. There's my Arthur has decided not to rotate. Back now. I'm getting chased down by an Aryo. Was the Aryo and Emma? Emma support, right? Aryo solo?
Okay.
Yeah, look at him. It's horrific.
That
At
beast was
least.
too strong.
Apologies.
I don't know, man. It's a bit of a rough game.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower.
I have no ult. We should have F6 personally, but we'll see how it goes, I guess. Do I just push till I die? Do I push one more wave? Is that the way we go? Anher's here. I'm gonna probably die if I push this, but let's see.
Be right back.
Get to Xe here. You know what? We've got it back in. It's not bad. We can try and farm it out. I think there's no way in which we win this game, but maybe we get some more time to chat about whatever I'm drunkenly thinking about. I do feel pretty drunk right now, personally. Let's talk about movies. What movies would I like to drunkenly talk about? Have you guys seen High Fidelity? It's the one Jack Black movie I like. Jack Black's extremely not Jack Black in it, but I love that movie. I'm not an especially big like record buff. I do own some records, but like I never play them, you know. Like I'm a realist in that sense. My records are there because I want to spend money on music, and I wouldn't if I didn't buy records. If you know what I mean, I don't know. Did I get the big one? No, I think I got a small one. Unlucky. But yeah, I like records. I really do. What's happening right now? I have no idea.
You didn't even have to lift a finger. I should have taught them how to fight.
There go my beads. What was I saying? Records? Yeah, I like records. I really do. I have a record player in the flat, but it doesn't actually belong to me. It belongs to the guy who owns the flat. That's an interesting thing, actually. Let's talk about what else has been going on in my life. This is some semi-interesting stuff that you guys might enjoy the chat of. So, the guy who I rent the flat off of apparently wants to move back here. Basically means I need to move out in some way, shape, or form. I think I will probably look to buy a flat. That's my next plan, but I don't know, it feels, because my flat's so, oh, we got pyro, because my flat's so nice, I feel weird about trying to buy a flat. I feel like no matter what I do, it's kind of going to be a downgrade. And the other thing is,
I'll attack the Gold Fury.
it's kind of awkward right now, right? Buying a flat, there's not much chance of viewing places and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe I can get 2-2 here. Yeah, I'm uncomfortable about a lot of what's going on. I just commit. I get it? I didn't get it.
Enemy ultimate down.
Unfortunate. But yeah, that's what's going on in my life. What else is going on? People at work apparently are getting laid off. This is not like a crack real or anything. I'm not in any danger of getting laid off. I'm 100% utilized. I have a job. I have a customer that I work for, and you know, I'm totally in an okay spot. Like I have no problems with money. Obviously, I have the money as well for a deposit for a flat. I'm very lucky in the sense that I've earned a lot of money over the last few years. 26 years old, and I have the money to buy a flat, which is not that common these days. I'm very lucky in that I've had Smite and my real job over the last few years, so I'm like in an okay spot, you know. But it's really strange to me that people are getting laid off, you know. Bizarre. I've never been in this situation in my adult life. Or my co-workers or my people who I've worked with might not be guaranteed to be working with me in the near future if they don't choose to leave. You know, it used to always be, I work for a tech company, you know, so unless people choose to leave, they don't really leave. You know what I mean? It's like, you don't want to let anybody go unless they're going to go and earn more money at like Amazon or some other shit like that, you know, Skyscanner, all these big tech companies that just pay extortionate wages, whereas nowadays, I guess,
Be right back.
everything's a bit tighter everywhere, you know? So it's a whole new era, I guess, for everybody. I wonder what things are going to be like when we come out the other side of this. It's another thing I kind of want to talk about is that I wonder what things are going to be like on the other side of this in terms of the things that we've taken for granted up to now. Like, for instance, like, you know, you shake hands with somebody when you meet them. Do you not think that's an unnecessary thing we used to do that maybe will be something that doesn't really exist in a post-COVID-19 world? I do wonder if we'll switch it up. Because there's no real need for it, is there? I don't... maybe it's a young man's attitude where you're like, I don't really care about the handshake thing, but I feel like it's one of these things that could really change out of this. There's a lot of things in that nature, like handshakes, like door handles, stuff like that. I wonder how much things are really gonna change coming out of this. Did I go crit into pen without even looking at the enemy build? I probably should be going crit into more crit. Pull this back into here. But yeah, I think that there's likely to be a lot of little small changes that add up. Immunology, I guess, is gonna come along. Immunology is that the I don't know if immunology is gonna come a long way, but maybe the way that the public perceives it, right? Everything we used to do, you know, I'd be happy to drink out of a glass that somebody else drank out of. I'd be happy to do whatever, you know. Really, would never be arsed about basically anything, you know. I'm never gonna be weirded out by basically anybody who's bodily fluids. And nowadays, maybe we should be. I think I should dash out. I don't really know. I'm extremely scared of this fight. I definitely shouldn't have done that. I was overused Vegas. I'm dead. Run, Forrest, run! If I saw my beads there, maybe I could have turned around, gotten a bead stun, and maybe we could have turned that a little bit. Pretty bad by me. But yeah, like I do wonder how much this whole situation is going to change the world and whether it's going to change it for the better or for the worse or how it's going to affect everything. I'm interested in it. Do you think this time next year we'll be going back to how we were before? Every time I go into a meeting, I'll be shaking somebody's hand? I don't know. For some reason, I don't think so. This is like, we gotta learn a real lesson from this, no? but there's a genuine problem here. And I think that a lot of people will say, well, not a lot of people, but I think you'll have a certain subset of people that'll say, it's a fact of life, you gotta deal with it. But it's one of these things where it's like, you know, it's not a fact of life. It's avoidable. I wonder how many times I've gotten sick in the last year, and I could have avoided it just simply by being a bit more careful, you know? Shaking one person less's hand on the train, you know, getting off the train and washing my hands with antibacterial hand wash. I wonder how many times you get sick per year. I mean, I don't get sick very much, maybe once or twice per year. Maybe 3 times, 2 or 3 times per year, I'd say. But I wonder if one of those is avoidable if I just wash my hands properly, or if I just didn't shake anybody's hands, or if I did whatever else, you know. Something to think about, I think. I'm not rotating over to this Gold Fury fight. They're getting run down at our backs. This is bad. We got 1 for 1. That's fine. I think we're semi-winning. I'm just gonna push. We'll see.
That beast was too strong. Hello. Attack left tower. Attack left tower. No problem. Yes.
I think we're fine.
Your team
Someone has to have backed, right?
enemy tower. Your right tower is under attack. Enemies have returned to base. Show
Nice
off.
job.
Yes. Defend the fire giant. Nice job. Ward the fire giant.
Side
I
one.
will war.
Thanks.
No red buff up, unfortunately. Yeah.
Enemies in left lane. No problem. Awesome.
Splendid.
A lot of people on left line. Unusual. But yeah, I think it's just something to think about. I wonder how things are gonna be going forward. We're obviously in the midst of this just now, but I do wonder how the world's gonna change as a result of it. Something to think about, isn't it? Maybe you guys think it's a bit sensationalizing. Maybe you guys think that after this we'll come out of it. Everyone will be like, okay, COVID's gone now. We gotta. As of December, we have a, you know, a vaccine or whatever, and everyone's taking the vaccine. Apart from anti-vaxxers who are fucking insane cunts, by the way. Nutters, man. I think Anubis is dead,
Ally has been slain.
but you wonder how the world will change as a result of it.
Slain.
I didn't beads. I tried to beads that. It's bad by me.
Enemy missing.
Awful by me.
Your middle tower is
Real bad. I tried the best. I really did try and beads that Najal. I just guess I was about a quarter of a second late on that one. Fortunate.
about.
Too busy chatting rubbish. Yeah. That's there's a lot of things I'm taking out of this time being in quarantine. I think
On my way. Defend.
I think I probably know myself a bit better coming out of this as well. Like how well I cope being in this kind of situation.
No problem.
Which I think I've coped okay compared to how a lot of people have. But I feel like a lot, like people who you thought maybe would have issues being stuck inside like this, nobody really has, you know? I haven't seen too many people going stir crazy personally. I don't know about you guys. Have you guys seen, you know, people sort of losing their minds being stuck at home? I haven't. A lot of my friends are very social creatures. I know this might seem strange considering you guys know me mostly online, but my pals are not nerds, you know? Like my pals from back home. I was the nerd of our group. I was the only nerd of our group, in fact. They still come to me for like computer advice and stuff like that. I'm in a weird spot in that sense. Leave this to my Toth. My Toth's kind of popping. But my pals who you know, are not especially suited to this kind of lifestyle, unlike me, who I think, you know, like probably people who are watching this YouTube video, you and I, we feel like we do okay in this kind of spot. I don't want to deal with this. Leave me alone. No way, he should be trading horrific with my ult, should he? Maybe, I guess. They can run me down, but I just stay really safe now. I gotta like just stay alive no matter what. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Retreat! Sayonara! An ally has been slain.
Oh, that's bad.
Try and
I don't know.
next time.
Guess I needed to stay further back.
Enemy has been slain.
My art isn't classified.
It's rough.
That beat sorry. Show off.
I've had a bad game. I hope it's over soon. We're 30 minutes in, and it feels like it's been about... It's one of these games that feels like it's been about 80 minutes long, you know? My phone out of my pocket. My jeans are getting uncomfortable. I'm wearing jeans right now because I was outside earlier on.
Your middle tower
I don't know if you guys are like this. You've been wearing a lot of trash clothes inside. I wear a lot of shorts, a lot of jogging bottoms inside. But whenever I go out, I tend to put jeans on. That's my kind of routine.
Okay.
Chase the enemy, I guess. I don't know if this is a good idea. It's calling chase the enemy. Red buff? Okay. I'm going to the red buff and we're ganking it. I'm gonna die here. I have a feeling that I will die.
Enemy spotted.
on my way.
On my way.
On my way. On my way. You have made your village proud. Attack! An ally has been slain.
Got the stun on.
You didn't even have to lift the paper.
We get a 2 for 1. Not bad. Could be worse. But yeah. Game feels like a long run, you know? It's like one of those, it's now 3:09 a.m. I like to be in my bed. I'm trying my best to hold it together for you guys, but yeah, they're all over the place. Wonder if our SML game's been streamed yet. Probably. I had to avoid talking about it on stream today. A bit of a tiller.
An enemy has been slain.
Enemy ultimate down.
All right, calm down. Show off.
I lived somehow.
Shut down.
He's alive, and her died at the start, right? Alright, we got it. No idea how I'm alive. I don't really know what happened in that fight. There's a fat wave is all I know. I'm gonna clear it. That's where I'm at now. Focus on one thing at a time. But yeah. Quarantine life for me. Let's talk quarantine life, I guess. Quarantine life for me, like it's relatively fine, you know. I think a lot of people are going through a really rough time, and for me, like I cannot claim that I'm one of those people at all. Like I have to work from home, which I dislike. Don't get me wrong, but it's, you know, it's still just my job, you know. It's not a big deal. My hobbies, my biggest hobby is Smite. I have other hobbies, obviously, some of which I can't do from home, but my biggest hobby is Smite. And I'm still able to do that from home. I can't really complain about it. And, you know, I think that a lot of people are in really rough situations, but I feel like people are dealing with everything pretty well as a whole, at least around me.
Group up. Defend.
which I'm happy about, you know. None of my, well, I know some of my pals have been breaking the quarantine rules a bit, as in, like, a lot of my pals are, like, big stoners, and they're just going around to their other pals' place and getting baked, like, every night. But, it could be a lot worse. Killed the Amma. That's good. I think I made the right decision there to chase her down. Everybody else got out safely. But yeah, like most of the people I'm around have been fairly well behaved. I don't know what it's like where everybody is. I know in the States it's a lot more insane, and I probably have quite a few viewers in here from the States. I just hope you guys are doing alright overall. Hope you guys are doing the best you can. Interesting news lately about the head of the, you know, the head of the UK coronavirus stuff. What's his name? Cummings. Being a bit of an arsehole, you know. Misbehaving a little bit. Well, not misbehaving. I don't know. I'm very anti-Tory myself, but Dominic Cummings going out and taking his kid and himself to another house they had elsewhere, and they were a family. You know, I don't see it as the biggest deal if that's really what happened. You know, it doesn't bother me too much, personally. I know that you know there's a lot of talk to be had about it, but if it's what's being advertised, I don't mind it so much. What he did. Bit of a specific opinion to be giving on this kind of video, but you know, I think Asario could die. I have to help my. Can I keep him alive? Oh, if I could have kept him alive there, that would have been sick. If I could have body blocked. Just me. They have to reset. That's good. We pull it. Ammo's behind me. I don't want to pull. I'm very scared. Why is this game going on for so long? No way, I didn't kill her? I must have messed that one up. I really thought I had her there with the auto after I turned. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I don't know. I think an important thing to note during this quarantine, I've seen, I see some people complain about it. I guess there's no reason not to name drop. This was a while ago as well, but I saw like Twig like really vocally be annoyed about the fact that he's stuck inside, and I don't know. I just found it ridiculous. I'm like, you know, there's literally people dying. You can't be like, why am I stuck? Like, you know why you're stuck inside. You can't be complaining about it. You can still do your job. You can still, you know, do what you do for leisure. You can get out. You can work out. You can do whatever. Like, there's not a lot that you're losing out on, to be honest. I really don't like the idea of people in my, you know, I guess it's people who are like me complaining that annoys me the most, I suppose. Where I think that, you know, like a lot of people are in a lot worse spots than I am. And a lot of people are having a tough time. And I think that, you know, me complaining is some bullshit, really. Oh my god, I've been farming. How did my ult, I swear my ult hit nobody there, right? We're losing the game off that? Did my ult not hit anyone because of Amhit filler?
Your right Phoenix has been destroyed.
I swear it didn't hit anyone. I think we lose the game. At least I'm glad the episode's over. My throat kinda hurts.
I take full responsibility.
No, I've had a bad game. I don't really know what happened during that game. I hope the commentary was at least okay. Apologies if it was a rough one. Thank you very much for sitting through it if you did. I hope you guys are all staying safe during Quarentary. Quarentary during quarantine. Quarentary is the name of the series, Paul. And I you know, if anybody wants somebody to talk to, hit me up, you know. I hope everybody's doing alright, especially if you're staying on your own. I imagine that's when it's especially rough if you're stuck on your own. So give me a shout if you are, and thanks all for watching, and I shall see you guys next time. Peace out.